Australian Prime Minister Scott Morrison accidentally bowled over a child during a soccer match today, echoing Boris Johnson doing the same during a rugby match 7 years ago. Mr. Morrison tackled the child while on a visit to Devonport Strikers Soccer Club in Tasmania today, with the PM deciding to join in a match while still in business dress. After the accident, he reprised his gag from days earlier about being a bit of a bulldozer politically. Mr. Morrison's actions echoed those of Boris Johnson, who sent a child sprawling on the floor after he bundled into him full force during a 2015 friendly game of street rugby in Japan while Mayor of London. The British Prime Minister flattened the 10-year-old schoolboy as he attempted to show off his rugby skills during a visit to a mini-turf pitch in Tokyo. Mr. Morrison's gaffe is garnering headlines during an election campaign where pundits have suggested that he will need a miracle to remain in power. Johnson's 2015 gaffe came as he was entering the final year of his second term as Mayor of London, before relinquishing the role to current Mayor Sadiq Khan. Former Australian of the Year for 2021 Grace Tame said she hoped the young boy on the receiving end of the accidental tackle would be unaffected. "As much as I love taking the mickey out of politicians, I can't help but feel for the young boy who just got tackled to the ground," she said. While his image is reappropriated for jokes, and footage of him falling is replayed nationwide, he's probably too young to fully understand it all. The child that Mr. Morrison flattened appeared unharmed in the incident, unlike Johnson's victim who said he felt a little bit of pain after he was tackled. Toki Sekiguchi added that it had been enjoyable meeting the then mayor anyway. Speaking after the incident, Mr. Johnson apologized and said just like British band Chumbawamba the boy had got up again. Like Johnson, Morrison also saw the funny side after the clash, telling parents he might be able to help with the construction work at the ground. Morrison argued his bulldozer-like qualities have been an important trait to have in recent years for a political leader, especially with global factors, from China's rise to the COVID-19 pandemic, impacting so heavily on Australia. He could see "I think that when that grandstand comes down, I hear it might need a bit of a bulldozer to knock it down, so I might be able to help with that," he said. He recently promised to change his bulldozer ways and become better at listening to Australians and added that he has what is needed to continue to lead the nation beyond Saturday's election. The Prime Minister hailed his election victory in 2019 as a miracle, but opinion polls suggest he will need a second miracle to remain in power. 3 years ago he put the narrow victory down to quiet Australians endorsing the Liberal National Coalition's economic and national security record. But some of those quiet Australians have become cranky Australians. Interest rates are rising for the first time in almost 12 years, inflation is at a record 5.1% and wages are not keeping up.